We have to talk again types of water pollutants. As you remember in our previous class, in our previous talk, we have discussed in detail about that water quality, that the nature when maintains the water, it recycles the water, the quality of water is very pure. That is clear and crystal. There is no contaminant, no microorganism, and no soil sediment. Is nothing here. That is only H2O. When it comes on surface of the earth, different type of pollutants are incorporating it due to human and animal activities. Due to human and animal activities, different type of viruses, bacteria, fungi, and other pollutants are coming into the water, which are responsible to compromise the water quality on surface of the globe. Therefore, we are saying that the most of the population on globe of Earth is led to get access towards to fresh water, to disease-free water. And we have talked in our previous class that how we can check the water quality if water contains the fecal E. coli form that indicates the presence of animal and human feces. That water is not usable. If water contains no pollutant, no fecal coliform, that water quality is good and we can use that water. Today we are going to the next topic regarding to this. So be here with me please. Just we can see types of water pollutants, and we have to talk here today sediment pollution. So excessive amount of suspended soil particles in water is called sediment pollution. Excessive amount, huge amount of soil, sand, and silt particles in water bodies is called sediment pollution, from, originates from erosion of agricultural land. This is the major point. Because agricultural soil is always in practice for plowing, for harvesting, and for different activities. Due to that, the surface of that soil becomes loose, and during rain and during wind and during any other activities, the erosed soil comes towards the water bodies. Forest is another option. Soils exposed by logging, degraded stream banks, river banks, channel banks, overgrazed rangelands where animal activities and their feet make lose the soil surface, and due to wind and rainwater that comes towards the water bodies and contributes to the sediments of soil into water bodies. Strip mining and construction sites, these all places are contributing sediment pollutions in water. Due to any activity on these sites, due to any activity, the superficial soil becomes very loose due to human activities, due to animal grazing, due to animal feeds, due to plowing, and due to agricultural practices or due to water. The exposed soil becomes very loose, and that becomes to the water bodies and cause huge contamination of sediments in water bodies. And due to this soil which is loose on surface of the earth due to any activity and coming towards the water bodies, it causes what happens? Limits light penetration. When soil sediments are too much in water bodies, that makes it muddy, that makes it opaque. Now, sunlight is unable to penetrate inside of the water body. What will happen when light will not penetrate inside of the water bodies? The flora which is living inside of the water bodies, plants and animals which are growing in presence of the sunlight, that will stop and that will start to die. Covers aquatic animals and plants. Due to that, this happens. It covers aquatic animals and plants which are living in water bodies, and the sunlight and oxygen is unable to penetrate that point and bring insoluble toxins into water bodies. And it also brings elements, metals, and other things towards the water bodies. So it creates a huge problem in water. Inorganic plant and algal nutrients, these are also pollutants which are arising from different uh, non-source pollution, non-point source pollution. Chemicals such as nitrogen and phosphorus that stimulate the growth of plant and algae harmful in large concentration. When these pollutants are coming from the surface of earth to water bodies, either those are lakes, rivers, oceans, or ponds, what will happen? These nutrients will support the excessive growth of massive plant, massive vegetation on surface of the water body that will stop the penetration of light and oxygen into the water body. Consequently, what will happen? The anaerobic environment will generate beneath this green layer, and the organic, the aerobic organisms will start to die over there. So this is very harmful effect due to high concentration of the plant, inorganic plant and algal nutrients. Source: these nutrients are coming from human and animal waste, plant residues which are produced by agricultural activities, atmospheric depositions, and fertilizers which has been used on agricultural land, and due to runoff, the excessive irrigation of water irrigation, and due to uh, rainwater, these are going to the runoff and coming towards the water bodies. And this causes what, when these nutrients are accessing and reaching to the water bodies, what they are doing, they are enrichment. And due to this excessive growth of plants takes place over there, due to that order of water change, bad water odor, bad odor, and high BOD causes over there. Organic compounds, these are also a type of the water pollutants. These, the chemicals that contain carbon atoms are called organic compounds or organic pollutants, and these may be natural and these may be man-made. In natural, if you will see sugars, amino acid, and oils, uh, which are naturally occurring pollutants, but these are organic pollutants. And man-made are example pesticides, solvents, and industrial chemicals and plastics. These are man-made organic pollutants which are produced on surface of the earth and applied for different activities, and excessive amount of these organic pollutants is going towards the water bodies and causing contamination over there. Okay, some synthetic organic compounds found in polluted water. So here is a summary of the some organic pollutants which has been produced by human and contributed in water pollution. LD car pesticides attacks in nervous system, which this is used in agriculture to kill the pests. When this going in water and that water is used without treatment, without cleaning, that destroys the nervous system of human being. And benzene, it is solvent. It is also man-made, associated with blood disorders, bone marrow suppression, and leukemia. When this is coming into the water and water is used without treatment in users, in consumers, it will cause uh, such type of problems. Carbon tetrachloride, this is also solvent, possibly cause cancer. Liver damage may also attack kidney and vision. This also have problem. Chloroform, which is mostly used in laboratories, possibly cause cancer. Dioxins, TCDD, some cause cancer, may harm reproductive system. immune system and nervous system of those people who are exposed to this dioxin. Ethylene dibromide, it is used as a fumigant, probably cause cancer, attack liver and kidney. That's like this. PCBs, these are also strong contaminants, attack liver and kidney and causing sometimes causing cancer. TCE solvent probably cause cancer, indicates liver, induces liver cancer in mice. And vinyl chloride, plastic industry, these are also causing. So everything which has been produced in organic form by human being is associated any problem and disorder in human health. And these pollutants which are using in industry, in agriculture, in fumigation, at last in its chain, they are going towards the wastewater. And from wastewater to these are going and mixing with freshwater bodies. And when this fresh water is used without treatment by human being, that must have to be on risk of this disease by this pollutant. So organic pollutants which are produced by human beings are also very risky when they are coming in water bodies. And naturally occurring pollutants such as sugars, amino acid, and oils, uh, gradually these are going to be decomposed and converting into its elemental forms. Inorganic chemicals, if you will see, contaminants that contain elements other than carbon, examples such as acid, salt, and heavy metals, don't degrade easily. So these inorganic pollutants, which are element in nature, these are also these are not degradable in nature. So such pollutants cause very severe impact in consumers through water. Lead found in old paints, industrial pollutants, leaded gasoline, sorry, mercury. Mercury bioaccumulates in the muscles of the top predators of the open ocean when mercury is going towards the in wastewater, and wastewater without treatment is going into the ocean, and animals which are living over there and fishes and other aquatic animals in these muscles, mercury is going to be accumulated. And when it is entering into the food chain, it will be used by fish, and fish is consumed by animal by human, so it will lead uh, many health disorders. So radioactive substances, these are also pollutants. These contain atoms of unstable isotopes that spontaneously emit radiations, such as uranium. And these radioactive isotopes are a source of these is mining, processing radioactive materials, nuclear power plants, and natural sources. So what will happen? These are emitting the radiation, and these radiations are causing various health problems in individuals who are living over there. If it will disseminate through water body to its consumers, it will also cause negative health effects. So what is the water quality today? Two types of water pollutants. Point source pollution is that water pollution that can be traced to a specific origin. There are two types of water pollution now. One is point source pollution. We remember about this. Water pollution that can be traced to a specific origin. Such type of pollution is manageable because someone knows that this is the source of the water pollution. We can tackle it, we can handle it, we can manage it, we can control it. Suppose such as discharge via pipes, sewage, and ditch. This is source pollution, point source pollution, because we know that from this side pollutant is coming into the fresh water. We can stop that polluted water. We can treat that polluted water. We can divert that polluted water if we know. And this is very dangerous. Non-point source pollution, pollutant that enters in water bodies of water over large area rather than being concentrated at a single point of entry. So pollutant that enters in water bodies from a large area than a concentrated point. So it is difficult that from where most of the contamination is coming. Diffuses, but it is cumulative effect is very large. That is, runoff from agriculture field or parking lots. So this is non-point source pollution. It is difficult to manage. It takes pollutants from all over the surface. Animals which have excreted over their excreta, birds which have excreted their excreta, and elements and the metals which has been spilled over there or has been originated from any natural body, those are coming with the runoff to the water bodies. So water pollution from agriculture. Agriculture is leading source of the water pollution in world and especially in United States. Animal waste and plant residues have high VOD. Chemical pesticides can leach into the groundwater. So these are the problems. Animal waste and plant residues have high BOD because they have organic material. They need oxygen to be decomposed. When these residues are coming into the water bodies, they require more oxygen, and that increases the demand of the oxygen. And chemical pesticides which are used in agriculture, they are going to the groundwater. Almost all streams and rivers are polluted with agricultural pesticides throughout globe. So it is a very alarming issue. Almost all streams and rivers are polluted with agricultural pesticides. Industrial waste. Different industries generate different pollutants. Suppose food processing plants, they are producing food, and in their waste material there is lot of organic material, and that leads to the high concentration of BOD in water bodies. Paper mills, they are also contain the cellulose, and the cellulose is organic material that must be decomposed by microorganisms that required high concentration of oxygen, and consequently that increases the biological oxygen demand of the water body, and it contains some toxic materials over there. Many industries recover toxins before they go into the waste stream because in globe, the developed countries, they have managed and they are going to treat the wastewater before it will go into the environment. But in underdeveloping countries, this issue is present in a severe condition. They are not treating their industrial waste uh, before that is disposed into the environment. Water pollution in other countries used for bathing and washing clothes, such as shown in this image. People are using this river water for bathing and for washing of the clothes, and due to that, all contaminants which were present in clothes, in their bodies, and the detergents and the soaps, they are disposing into this river. Sewage and industrial waste is also going into such rivers, and government initiatives Several type of governments, they are doing work for this to recover and to manage that type of pollutants. Construction of 29 sewage plants. This is a picture taken from Ganga River. So after this, okay, after this it is okay, and because we have completed all the type of water pollutant, what is the source of that pollution, and how they impacting the water quality, and how we check the water quality, and from this we will discuss uh, in our next class. Be Roger, and keep be informed. Keep yourself informed from the upcoming lecture due to this situation. Thank you. Have a nice time, please.